1, top et décollage.
Space, the new strategic, economic and security battlefield of the world's major powers. This idea was at the centre of discussions at this year's European Space Conference in Brussels. The EU wants to maintain and strengthen its place in this competition. According to France's Armed Forces Minister, some strategic competitors are trying to prevent this from happening. One recent example is the firing of a Russian missile in November to destroy one of its satellites. Washington and NATO consider this irresponsible. For the European Commission, it shows the importance of security and sovereignty in space.
Space is an area that is increasingly contested. It is a strategic area. It is an area that must be protected, that must be defended, also for us Europeans. We saw it recently with what happened during the Russian satellite launch, which left debris everywhere, and which could jeopardize our own constellations, our own sovereign constellations. And I think in particular about those which are so useful for our daily life, like Galileo and Copernicus.
Every year, dozens of satellites are sent into space. On average, China carried out one launch per week in 2021. The management of space traffic is therefore a major issue since the risk of satellite collisions are increasingly greater by the year. The loss of a satellite would also have very real, even dangerous consequences on Earth. For example, a smartphone uses dozens of satellites every day depending on the applications used.
Just imagine the satellites would be switched off for one day. That would be a disaster. Weather forecast would be very bad. Okay, one can say we can live with it if it rains instead of sunshine, but it has a huge implication on the economy. The weather forecast from space contributes to 61 billion economic benefit for the European economy. So enormous economic impacts of weather forecast. Navigation. If you switch off navigation satellites, of course, navigation doesn't work anymore. Telecommunication, stock markets, everything is dependent on satellites today. So yes, we are absolutely dependent already, and this dependence will increase in the future.
To respond to this risk and to ensure the security of the EU, the European Commission will present a proposal for the management of space traffic next month. Chris for Pictures Euronews from Brussels.